get your lick back and get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your issue splat. Stop letting this shit slide and get your lick back and get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me that.
To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B. Foster with me. And I'm going to give you a precursor before I say any more. We got a lot of these NFL draft prospects dropping. And it's due season because the draft is coming up. You behoove yourself not to subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube or follow us on the aggregators because of the stuff that we're dropping. Foster is putting together these featured player profiles, and if you want if you want information going into the draft on these prospects, Foster got the information for you. But once again, I'm going to say subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube and follow us on the aggregators. That's anywhere you can listen to a podcast. You can find me and Foster. You can find these featured profile players and more. Just type in Bleachers and Speakers FFSN in the search on those platforms. Make sure that you're following us. Make sure the notification bell is on, so when we drop content, you'll get an alert and download the episodes. We need to know who's watching. So if you download those episodes for us, we'll find out. Foster, we have a person that you want to talk about. It's a D lineman. Definitely are in the hunt for one. I don't think this guy will be here at 28, but he's worth talking about. So go ahead and tell us who you're talking about.
All right, we got Mason Graham out of Michigan. He is a 3-technique defensive lineman. He's 21 years old. He is the 4th-ranked overall player and the 2nd-ranked defensive lineman. This is a player that doesn't have eye-gouging, measurables or tests. He just finds a way to get the job done. He has a high IQ. Great technique and just that overall nasty, gritty mentality. He's 6'4", 296 pounds. And as I said, he has short arms, doesn't run a fast 40 and has small hands. But he is a top tier run defender. As far as his strengths, he has an explosive first step pairing with wrestling hand leverage, allowing him to split double teams. He shows rare lateral agility to be 300. I said 296 originally, but he's now 320 pounds. He is masterful hand fighting and uses quick, violent strikes. He exhibits exceptional play recognition, consistently sniffing out screens. He brings a nasty demeanor to the trenches with relentless motor that wears down an interior offensive lineman for 4 quarters. He has advanced understanding of leverage and shows a surprising nimbleness when running stunts and twists. He's a versatile piece who can align anywhere on the 0 through 5 technique. As far as his weaknesses, his height limitations show up when long arm tackles are able to establish the first contact. He can get caught playing too high in his stance when fatigued. His pass rush arsenal is still developing. He sometimes struggles to disengage quickly when O-linemen are able to latch onto his frame, and he could improve consistency in finishing plays. Like you said, he's a guy that will not be around when the Lions are ready to pick. I think that interior lineman is actually not that much of a concern for us right now anyways. We obviously already have Aleem McNeil. We brought back Levi Onwuzurike. No, we brought back Levi Onwuzurike. Aleem McNeil should be back from injury relatively early in the season, hopefully. DJ Reader is an interior defensive lineman that's pretty solidified. And we also signed a couple guys in free agent that we're going to talk about at some point. But so, yeah, obviously, if for some odd reason we trade up and we're able to get a guy like Mason Graham, you make something like that work because he is so highly touted. But yeah, not really a major fit for him. As far as his production at Michigan, he played for 3 years at Michigan. He had 27 total tackles and 3 sacks in 2022, 35 total tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 3 sacks in 2023. And most recently in 2024, he had 46 total tackles and 4 sacks. So not bad production for an interior lineman.
This guy, if unathletic, like Foster mentioned, doesn't jump off the charts as far as athleticism, but turn on the tape. That's all I gotta say is turn on the tape. He gets to the quarterback. He gets to the ball carrier. He's one of those guys. In high school, he was a wrestler. Anytime you can have a wrestling background and a D tackle, you bound to cause some kind of havoc if you're any good at what you do as far as being a wrestler. This guy was from California kid. He originally committed to Boise State, wound up transferring. Decommitting, going to Michigan. He was like a 3-star, but this guy just, he turned up and he turned out to be a heck of a player. I do not see him being at 28. If he was, though, I say go for it. But it's a reason why he won't be at 28. He's a good player. Shout out to you, for Foster, for doing your homework. And I appreciate you doing a Michigan Wolverine after doing a Buckeye. This really calms the soul. So, hey, subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube.
Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat.